Hi everyone. I thought I would come back and sort of kick off the 2-minute tutorials again in the group. Um, I'm now live. Oh, I am live. Yay! Okay, happy Saturday, everyone. I thought I would come back in the group and kick off 2-minute tutorials. I really enjoyed talking about physical examination in this way with you guys, and I thought as the world has changed and is consistently changing, it's kind of really cool to be able to talk about what we can do in both the face-to-face and the online consult, because there is so much that we can do, and it's still a very, very, very important modality. So today, I want to talk about, kick things off with a relatively simple physical exam, and that is the temperature. So obviously there are different ways of taking temperature. So the oral temperature, there's under the arm, the axillary, and then there's the rectal temperature, which we are not trained to do purely from a and sharps and a kind of waist point of view. Not sharps, don't know what I'm talking about there, but from a waist point of view, we don't most of us don't have the facilities to be able to do that. And actually the most accurate way to take temperature. It's really easy to take oral temperature under the tongue, and for kids it's really easy to do the axillary, so under the arm for kidlets. Face to face, super simple. You can kind of have and the good thing is that you can sort of mix things up and do things together. So you can be taking someone's temperature as you're taking their pulse. Yeah. So once you get good at these sorts of things, you kind of get a bit of a roll, and it sort of becomes second nature. Sort of like when you were learning to question people in college and student clinic. It felt kind of hard at first, and then you sort of get it really quickly. On your online consult, sort of like a lot of things, education is super empowering for people. If you can talk to them about taking their temperature, if you can talk to them about why you're taking temperature. For example, we take temperature in fertility and tracking cycles, very different times of day as we do if we are suspecting an acute infection, which is just a one-off, anytime, off you go. Take the temperature. Whereas obviously, checking for thyroid issues and checking for ovulation is best done first thing in the morning. So you can very, very easily empower and educate your client online about getting themselves a thermometer and doing that and tracking themselves and then reporting back in the next consult. It's kind of a really fun way with all of this to get people super involved, to get them accountable, and get them sort of tracking and doing things for themselves. When you have your online face-to-face consult, it's funny because I was teaching all of this before COVID, and sanitizers and shields and all these sorts of things were just kind of like, yeah, they're there, this is what we do. And now they are, everywhere, and it's such a big thing. So you have got your thermometer. Now, just another thing is that in your face-to-face consult, this could be a really good thing to stock in your clinic so that you can buy these in bulk and sell them to people that need them. When I say people that need them, let's face it, taking someone's temperature is applicable in nearly every single human that we see at some stage. So don't discount the importance of taking temperature, even though it's relatively easy. So you've got your little temperature thermometer. The other thing that you need is if you are taking people's temperature in your clinic and you are using the same thermometer over and over again on people, you obviously need to be using your thermometer covers, like your thermometer shields. Once again, you can get these on eBay, and it is super easy to get these little guys. I just buy them. You buy them in big packs, and it's really easy. Pop them in the little slip, peel back the layers on either side, and you've got this really cool little shield on your thermometer, ready to pop it under the arm or pop it under the tongue. And then obviously when you have got your reading down the end, you just pull that off like that, and in the bin it goes, and you've got your clean, ready to go thermometer. As I said, taking temperature is super important for any type of like thyroid condition, be it hypo or hyper, in your adrenal fatigue patients, suspected acute infection of any kind, huge with kids. Along with taking the looking in ears as well for any type of suspected ear infection. And then, of course, you know, with your fertility and for your fertility peeps, but also for your people that are doing menstrual tracking to avoid unwanted pregnancies. So, I hope I've convinced you to go ahead and make taking temperature a part of your consultation, whether it's face to face or it's online. It's super quick, it's super easy, it gives you tons of information, and you can track changes and see what's going on with people both in acute situations and more long-standing or chronic. So, let me know if you're already taking temperature or if you have any questions around this. Okay, have a great day. Bye.